Good morning, fellow traders. Bubble here. It's time for the Good Morning Market Prep for Wednesday, November the 25th, 2020. I hope everybody had a great night last night. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. All right, well, let's check and see where we left for the market yesterday. So SPX, again, we had a nice push up yesterday, really close to all-time highs. We got over the upper Bollinger Band, and we held the inside month high. Weekly chart, we started to take the inside week up, as maybe this was just a double pause week, and we're starting to blast off. One of the arguments for that is that we are possibly in a wave 3 move right now, right? So we have this impulsive wave up right here, ABC wave 2. 1, 2 of wave 3, so sub wave 3 of 3. So generally, this is looking like a super duper bullish setup. Of course, we have to still be realistic, right? We did have a lot of volume on the SPY yesterday. We're heading into a vacation week. The U.S. presidency hasn't been certified yet. There is still increasing corona cases in the U.S., despite some declining numbers in France and things like that. So there are vaccines on the horizon, but there's some debates over those. But either way, the market has been generally irrational anyway on the entire way up. So it is what it is. So we'll see if this continues to work its way up. But again, we would have liked to have seen a little more volume yesterday to really kind of confirm the bullishness. But we had a huge bullish day yesterday, so let's see if we get follow through. Otherwise, maybe a lot of traders are on vacation. We could see a low volume day today. You can see on the S&P futures here, just in the overnight session, we tried to push up early, and then we pulled back a little bit. So let's see how much of this candle gets held going into today and where we go from there, right? So let's take a look. We got a few fresh signal zones from overnight. We've got job numbers coming out this morning. We just had some other numbers that came out, and we've got Fed minutes today. So don't forget, Fed minutes is not like the Fed, right? I mean, Powell's not talking. They just release the minutes, and then it's interpreted by the market, of whether or not there's like a bullish or or hawkish or dovish stance. So we'll see how it goes. Again, the market really liked the Janet Yellen Treasury Secretary pick by Joe Biden. So the banks were really strong yesterday. And the market really worked its way up, and we were up after hours pretty good. And then we lost the channel just before midnight, and then we formed a couple signal zones on the way down. We're holding this nice congestion zone right here. So let's see if that holds, if we can get back over the DTL and get over these signal zones here. Maybe make another push here to try to prove that impulsive move if the bulls really want to. So we'll see where that goes there. MES going into today. I mean, obviously same thing as the ES, but one way to look at it, one way to kind of interpret that here this evening is here's your kind of like a channel down here, right? So let's see if we can get out of this channel, work its way up. Otherwise, this could be actually just a massive bull flag from this big move up. So again, it has to break out in order to prove that, ideally with some volume. So we'll see how that goes here today. Let's take a look at the Qs and see what they're up to here this morning. So they're hanging in there. So a little bit of they were up nicely last night, but they're kind of a little bit of a gap up here. Again, this could be sort of a hot sideways head and shoulders. So let's just make sure that neckline holds going into today. Let's take a look at the IWM. IWM has had a nice run up here over the last couple days, again supported by the financials. The airlines have generally been pretty strong. Casinos were good yesterday. So again, a lot of hype on the vaccine stuff, but not a lot of business going on, right? So some concerns there. But we broke down below the channel here this morning. So again, these things need to go too for this whole market to kind of move in tandem, but we'll see how it goes. But keep an eye on the banks today. That'll be a big clue. The banks are actually down a little bit here this morning. The financials are down a little bit. Kind of this epic run up. It looks like they got a little bit of a hangover this morning out of the channel because they were really pushing up and then still down here. So let's keep an eye, see if they can give some strength again back up here today to keep the market bolstered. Otherwise, if they start to push down, it could weigh heavy on the market. So good stuff there. Let's take a look at Apple and see what it's up to here this morning. It is about choppy, right? So one of the big things with Apple that we're looking at is one, right, we're in kind of this larger triangle pattern right here. And two, we had that big breakdown 2 days ago with the increased volume, right? So it got some downside follow through yesterday. Didn't quite fill this gap right here. So this is going to be a very, very interesting target. One of the things we mentioned is a lot of times we don't like to trust these candles right away. We kind of talked about that last night. If you check out the link at the end of this video, we had a good discussion on picking options. And sometimes it doesn't make as much sense to enter into a breakout or breakdown candle, and rather to try to get a better price on it. So one of the things we're looking at right here is how it handles the 50-day today. So if it can't get above the 50-day moving average, right, kind of keep an eye on Apple to see if it has some more downside. And then let's take a look at Tesla. So Tesla, again, fresh all-time highs yesterday. It had a few vehicle recalls this morning, but I don't think it matters. So anyway, so it's still continuing to work its way up here. Look for relative strength on Tesla. Look for volume intraday. Again, this thing has just been a monster. So see if it can stay over the 80 MA and where it goes from there. So good stuff. So at this point, we're going to switch over to member only mode, where we're going to go through anybody who's a member of the Bubble Report or the or our elite group with the Discord and private Twitter. We'll get the rest of the video where we're going to analyze some more stocks and what we're looking at and keeping on our radar for today. So we're going to get started with that here. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to get more in-depth video coverage on the stocks or setups that are on our radar, be sure to join our group or subscribe to the Bubble Report for more morning analysis. The Bubble Report includes S&P 500 review, also a market profile game plan on the S&P futures, sector updates, gappers, orbs, unusual option activity, economic calendar, and we also have Elliott wave counts that are on our radar made by Algo 382. Be sure to click the link at the end of this video to subscribe today.